First free revive. Killing enemies capable of damaging the Sentinel, as killing it prematurely would affect the number of free revives. Second free revive. Third free revive. Fourth free revive. Sentinel is dead, and can no longer self-regenerate. First arcane revive. Sentinel comes back to life after player death. Fifth free revive. Sentinel only has one life after being force revived by player death. Second arcane revive. Sentinel is reborn. Sixth free revive. Sentinel is dead. First actual revive. Sentinel is back. Seventh free revive. Sentinel is dead. Second actual revive. Sentinel is alive. Interesting side note, Syndicate death squads apparently disappear after player death. 8th free revive. Sentinel is dead. 3rd actual revive. Sentinel is alive. 9th free revive. Sentinel is dead. 4th actual revive. Sentinel is dead. I lied, it's alive. 10th free revive. Sentinel is dead. Over a period of time during which you expend both arcane revives and all 4 actual revives, the Sentinel can revive you up to 10 times, as long as it isn't killed by enemies. This is probably fine against infested and low to mid-level enemies that can be tanked by your Sentinel, but against difficult enemies that can actually target and destroy your Sentinel, the synergy loses a large portion of its effectiveness. Let's break down an example to find out exactly what happens in a far more realistic situation. Killing particular enemies because they're annoying. Ember becomes incapacitated and starts bleeding out. The Sentinel immediately begins reviving her. The enemies forget about Ember and instead target the Sentinel. The Sentinel takes lethal damage and instantly regenerates itself before entering a period of invulnerability that lasts for 11 seconds, which is shown by its health bar turning grey. This process consumes one of its 3 self-revives, and interrupts the reviving of Ember, which is displayed by the return of the bleed-out timer. Whilst protected by its 11 seconds of invulnerability, the Sentinel immediately continues to revive Ember. This period of invulnerability also prevents the sacrifice mod from consuming another self-revive. Ember is back in action, which causes the enemies to forget about the Sentinel and immediately retarget her. We wait through a 5-second period of invulnerability that occurs upon player revive. Ember is down again, and the Sentinel is killed before it even has a chance to begin reviving her, forcing it to consume its second of 3 self-revives. Once again it continues to revive her, protected from consuming another self-revive by the 11-second period of invulnerability granted by its most recent death. As Ember goes down again, the enemies target and kill the Sentinel, causing it to consume its third and final self-revive. The period of invulnerability caused by that death still allows it to successfully revive Ember. Even without another self-revive, the Sentinel will attempt to sacrifice itself to revive Ember, but the enemies kill it first, leaving her to bleed out. Sentinels are reborn upon player death, but they respawn without any self-revives. This means that the next time Ember goes down, it will again attempt to sacrifice itself to revive her, but the enemies will strive to destroy it first, leaving her to bleed out once again. This will continue to happen until the player runs out of self-revives, which means that in a worst-case scenario, a Sentinel is now reliably capable of reviving you 3 times. After consuming the Sentinel's 3 self-revives, and a player death, it is possible that other players or existing crowd control abilities will keep the Sentinel alive long enough to sacrifice itself for a player revive. It can also help prevent actual death when taking heavy splash damage whilst invisible, as the enemy cannot target an invisible Sentinel. Overall, it is an excellent mod when paired with primed regeneration, and is definitely worth the slot.